Hey everybody, it's Dad's Free Time Game Reviews, where I review the games that I play when no one needs me. This time I'm reviewing X2 Wolverine's Revenge, or maybe it's just Wolverine's Revenge. I can't really tell from the box art. I mean, you can clearly see that the X2 is right there, but it seems like it's 2 Wolverine's Revenge, X2 Wolverine's Revenge. I don't know, the little X is just like weirdly placed over there with some fade out or whatever. It's so awkward. I don't like it at all. Anyway, X2 Wolverine's Revenge is a tie-in game for the second X-Men movie. That is the one where Professor Xavier is tricked into using Cerebro to kill all mutant kind, you know, by Colonel William Stryker, whose son was also a mutant that jumps into people's dreams and takes over their mental state and gets them to do whatever they want them to do. You know, I mean, you know, it's a movie. All right, if you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. However, you'll be pleased to know that this game right here has nothing to do with the movie. It's not even canon. Just decided to release it. Look, Hugh Jackman, who is on the cover right here, not in the game. You know, they didn't even use his voice. Now, they did use Mark Hamill's voice of Luke Skywalker fame. That was actually pretty interesting. And they also used Patrick Stewart's voice, who was in the movie, in the game, but no Hugh Jackman. I mean, not even a Hugh Jackman fake, which is fine because Wolverine in the video game was the Wolverine from the comic books and not the 5'3" Wolverine, 5'4" Wolverine, and not the 6'2" tall Hugh Jackman, who kind of like embodies Wolverine except for the whole height thing and the alpha male thing. Wolverine's pretty cool, but he's a little teeny like mound of muscle that comes running at you with the Napoleon complex. And you know, Hugh Jackman just looks mad. He just look like he's ready to fight. That's it. Whatever, you know, I'm Hugh Jackman. You know, like, I look really great. There's absolutely no reason everybody in this movie shouldn't fall in love with me. Anyway, every time I see this game being mentioned in anybody's videos on YouTube, they usually just say that it's not good. You know what I'm saying? They don't really actually explain what's not good about it, or maybe, you know, usually if people say something's not good, I take that challenge, because I believe that games are usually, if they're mediocre to me, they're worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up this game, you know, for a measly $5. Somebody's trying to get rid of it, and I'm gonna play it. And this is a review of me playing this game. Alright, so here's the story. Comic book Wolverine has to bust out of the Weapon X program. Remember, even in the movie they portrayed this. Wolverine got his adamantium as being part of an experiment for a Canadian government facility. They kind of threw some mutants in there, and because Wolverine has this awesome healing factor, they decided to graft adamantium into his skin, because his healing factor will deal with the lead poisoning that has, you know, that the adamantium deals off. His body won't reject the adamantium. Now, adamantium is the strongest metal in the Marvel universe, and nothing can bust through it. So, you know, that's what makes Wolverine such a super heavy-hitting type mutant. He's not an alpha level mental mutant like a lot of people are. He's a mutant. He's like a really top level physical mutant that you can't kill. He's basically immortal and indestructible. That's Wolverine, okay? So he busts out of the Weapon X program and, you know, goes and lives with Charles Xavier and does all the X-Men stuff that he does. And the Beast, one of his teammates, who's got this big, huge brain for genetics and all that stuff, he does some examinations on Wolverine, finds out that Wolverine has like some sort of fail-safe virus inside him that will kill him off within 5 years of him defecting from the Weapon X program, which is really weird because I could have sworn that Wolverine was indestructible and he's got this crazy healing factor. He can deal with metal being stuck in his body, but he can't deal with a virus. It's a little weird, just slightly, but whatever, we're playing the story. So anyway, once Wolverine finds this out, he has a conversation with Beast and Charles Xavier, and they figure out they're going to go back to the Weapon X facility so that they can find out why, what the antidote is to the virus. Forget the fact that Professor Xavier is the most powerful telepath in the world, and he can link himself with pretty much anyone instantaneously throughout the whole world. The fact that he can post hypnotic suggestions to anyone that he needs to so that they can do whatever he wants them to do. You know, forget all of that stuff. Wolverine's got to go there in person. So Wolverine charters a plane with some hot chick, and because the plane's a little stacked up in the back, he gets to sit in the front. And then he gets attacked with the girl, and the plane goes down in flames. For some reason, though, the girl is laughing. Like, it was weird. It was like, it's like, oh, we're gonna crash, and then the girl just starts laughing out of nowhere.
I've called in the airstrike.
I don't even know what that means. Does that mean that she's working for the Canadian government, or, you know, she's just fucking crazy? Like, I have no idea what the point of that was, but whatever. Okay. So after the crash, Wolverine goes into the facility, and then he proceeds to wreck shop, and that's kind of where I stopped. So, forgive me. Spoiler alert, I can't give you any spoilers, because I didn't finish the game. Surprise! Okay, the game mechanics of Wolverine are very simple and straight to the point formula. Alright, he can jump, he can strike with his hands or claws, he can kick, he can throw, okay? But the throw is not something he can do all the time, alright? Sometimes the throw is attached to the circle button, which is when you get the word below people, it says strike. Wolverine can strike and do like this little animation thing for striking, you know, just like he grabs a guy, he stabs him, throws him around like a rag doll, you know, stuff like that. However, if you want to pick somebody up, you would have to punch them until the strike button shows up, and then you push the punch button again and Wolverine will pick them up. Unless you are really jamming on the punch button, then Wolverine will just strike the guy and knock his ass out. So I guess once the word strike comes up, you gotta pause and then push the button. Anyway, so that's what's up, okay? Wolverine has the power to heal, and the game shows you this by having him retract the claws. So if his claws are out, Wolverine is just like chilling, but if the claws are in, he'll automatically regain his power, and it doesn't regain back very quickly, which doesn't really make a lot of sense because you would regain the power back anyway. So I found myself, you know, going and getting a cup of coffee and coming back. You know, it was sort of pointless to make it go that slow, but, you know, I guess I see what they were trying to do. The second part of Wolverine's mechanics is a stealth mode, and he has a button. He has 3 buttons that will give you a stealth mode. He has one regular stealth mode where he's standing, one stealth mode where he's crouched. I mean, he's sitting down, he's in a crouching position, and one stealth mode where he can be standing or crouching, but his feral sense or his instincts or whatever they call them in this game are active, so that he can see clues that are around him. not really clues per se, but the heightened senses turn everything around you orange or yellow, and you can like sense the air that's coming from people, which is represented by green, and you also are tipped off as to whether people are facing away from you, even though you can see that without the senses up. There will be people like there's a little graphic that lets you know how to stealth kill people. That brings us to the whole stealth killing thing. Okay, you can stealth kill people. You can walk up to them from behind and stealth kill them. It's pretty simple. I mean, a lot of sections in this game will lead to stealth. Sometimes they make you use stealth. Sometimes you have a choice. I would rather choose stealth because stealth is cool, and the regular fighting system isn't cool. The one problem with the stealth is that they don't really have that many different stealth animations, so you'll find yourself snapping a person's neck or pushing them to the wall and stabbing them in the gut like a whole bunch of times. Every time you stealth kill somebody, you get dog tags, right? So dog tags pop up, you collect them, and when you get enough dog tags, it releases some extra special moves that you can use. But I know what you're thinking. Am I talking about special moves for regular combos? No, I'm not. Am I talking about different extra moves for stealth kills? And I already said that? No, I'm not. Alright, we're talking about extra moves for group kills. Okay, now you remember when earlier I said that the strike button pops up and you can push the circle button and he does a little animation. Well, you can collect dog tags and that will give you another animation to do, right? So instead of Wolverine just grabbing somebody and ragdolling them or doing that in a group, this Wolverine, like you'll push two buttons and then Wolverine will do like the same ragdoll crap but just in different animations. The music was really bland, so not for nothing, but they made it. None of it sticks in your head. It's just whatever. It's the same track, maybe. I have no idea. Nothing worth saying. So, all right. Okay, the bosses seem to be centered around some sort of action that you're supposed to do. Most of it seems to be just throwing. It seems that you're supposed to move up to the bosses or have them do something to you. When they have some vulnerability, you're supposed to maneuver your way behind them and then push the strike button. It's a little bit difficult sometimes because the strike button the strike icon is a little how do I say it? It's finicky. You know, it's you have to be directly behind the guy to throw the strike in there, and the boss fights are just not fun, not very exciting. The what happened with the first boss, Sabretooth, was that I was supposed to throw him enough times for explosive canister to come down from the ceiling, and then throw him into the explosive canister a whole bunch of times. However, Wolverine's throw is unable to be aimed, I think. I don't know, or maybe I didn't get the memo. You know, things weren't very clear. But I kept throwing Sabretooth into a wall or something because he wasn't angled just right, and it was actually becoming a bit of a chore because it was just based on sheer luck as to whether or not I'm throwing him into the canister or like somewhere slightly off, and that was a bit of a pain in the butt. Same thing with Wendigo. I'm supposed to let him run at me and then dodge him until he falls down, and then I'm supposed to grab his tail after I punch him in the butt and then I throw him, somewhere. Yeah. These boss fights are they have some imagination to them, but they're really not that good, to tell you the truth. Okay, everybody, it's time to talk about the gripes, and of course, I have a lot of them since, hey, I'm gonna let you know, I didn't finish the game, because I rage quit the game. I couldn't stand it. It really sucked. It really sucked. First of all, my first gripe is a very small gripe, okay? What the hell happened to the character models on this game? I mean, the character model for Wolverine was pretty good for PlayStation 2. I mean, they hooked him up. I mean, there's creases in his back. He's looking like super muscular, and he looks like Wolverine should look. But what the hell happened to Professor X? My goodness, man. Feed this man. Like, why is he so skinny and emaciated? Why did they decide to put the extra shade on his cheeks to make him look like Kim Kardashian, bald and old? You know what I mean? Like, what was the design choice on that? You know? The game is not very clear in the objectives. I mean, there's a time where Professor X tells you really quickly what you're supposed to do, but they don't do anything to lead you to the places. You know, they expect their artwork and art direction to lead you into the spot that you're supposed to go. But it's very weird. Like, all the stages kind of look samey. Like, I'm not saying the whole stages, all the stages look exactly the same, like it's a dungeon crawler or something, but I'm saying that there's not that many things in the stage that separate themselves from other things in the stage. So, like, in one stage, you're supposed to walk through the snow and get to a power area, and you would have to recognize what a power generator looks like, and it's a little vague to tell you the truth. Like, I don't walk by power generators all day every day, but yeah, what the hell is that? There was even a section in that exact same stage where there was a man hanging onto a bridge, and I had 5 seconds to get up to him, and then when I got up to him, no prompt showed up to let me know what I was supposed to do with him. Like, and this sort of thing happens throughout the whole game. They're not very clear as to what you're supposed to be doing or where you're supposed to be going. The stages are kind of linear, but then at the same time, they're kind of open as well. So you don't really know, like, which door you should be walking into right now or what it is that you were supposed to do. Sometimes when you look at the mission objectives, they only tell you what the name of the stage that you're on is, and not the actual mission objective, which is just horrible. It really sucks. One of the things that really sucks about this game is that the claw combo doesn't connect on the last swing. It's weird. The combo is a basic 3-hit combo. It's like right, left, and then a bigger right or something like that. Right, left, right, but the right is like a booyah. Unfortunately, when the combo ends, there's no connector on that one. Apparently, on the third hit, the bad guy falters, and then the last hit doesn't hit. It never does. Like, I mean, look at it. It's horrible. Like, I don't even want to, like, if you punch, you connect on every hit with the punch, right? But because you're not going to connect on the claw combo, you are left wide open. I mean, the claw goes right through the guy. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, why even do that? It's the first time I've ever seen them give you a combo that doesn't connect at the end, even if you, like, are close to the person. There might have been a couple of games, but still, it's stupid. Like, it's a combo. Let's finish the combo. I hate when games do that. For some reason, they'll give you a last combo move, and it doesn't even make sense. Like, you can throw that combo away. Like, if it's a fighting game and the character does a combo and he's got, like, the last combo move is a short move, then you're like, I'm just not gonna do that combo anymore. But in this game, you only have one combo, so I don't get why they do that. The leveling up sequence is really cheap and lame. I mean, all you're doing is collecting dog tags so you can level up on on these weird like dual group strike thingies when you have a combo that doesn't fucking work and a damn stealth kills that are actually like should be what the game is based off of, but you only have one stealth kill from or 3 different stealth kills. Like you have one from a ducking position, one from straight behind the guy, and one from around the corner on a wall. You also have a few of them that you can, like you spotted some people in the barracks asleep and you killed them by pulling them through the bed frame. It was really weird, but I mean, those are 4 stealth kills. The game seems to be more than 50% stealth oriented, so give us a couple more stealth kills, or at least make us earn it. If you're gonna have a stealth, if you're gonna make stealth kills yield awards, then why can't we use those awards for more stealth kills? Like I don't get that, and I think it's stupid. And I mean, it's a licensed game, so I didn't expect it to be finished, but this is crap. So that was the review for X2 Wolverine's Revenge. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there that think I'm a wuss because I didn't finish it. Yeah, more power to you. I finished the game before, and I don't even have any idea how I even got through it. I don't have any memories of the game whatsoever, and I thought I would try to live back up the nostalgia, and I was horribly wrong. I mean, I have a great tolerance for games that are like, you know, older games and things like that, but this game, it was just an insult to, it was an insult to my senses as an engineer. Like I went to school to get a college degree so I can think about processes that other people do, and then when I start to learn about processes and game making and things, and then a developer doesn't do these things that would make the game nice and easy, it just makes me mad, and it makes me insulted that they would do that to you. You know what I mean? So there you have it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Of course, we got other game reviews on this channel, and we have Let's Plays on this channel as well. If you want to look at any of the artwork that I've made for the Let's Plays, then you can go ahead and check out CraftyAcuity.org. Otherwise, have a nice day, and don't play Wolverine's Revenge. Peace.